Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to my June monthly setup video in my Erin Condren Life Planner. This month's kit comes from Saray Plans on Etsy. It's called the Bright Summer Kit, and I ordered the monthly 7x9, and I did it because I loved these colors so much, the florals and the bright greens and yellows and pinks. I also have my Erin Condren Fine Tip Markers kit, and usually I use black pen, but I thought I would try out something different this month. I'm actually going to repurpose November 2022 to be June 2021. Long story, but you can go back to some of my other videos to find out why I was anxious to go ahead and start my new planner pages. So the great thing about using the binder, as always, is that you get to take the pages out. I need to white out some of this stuff because there's just so much darker color in this margin that I don't want to risk that showing through. So we'll go on time lapse and I'll just prepare the slate. With that done, I will go ahead and see how it works out to place these fat washi or headers at the top. They're not fat washi, they are headers. And this was designed before the new Life Planners came out, so I'm not sure how it will work out with this design that goes all the way to the margin on the new Life Planner pages. So I'm gonna take June all the way up to the top, put a row of washi under that, and hopefully with the date strip, this will create enough of a margin. Okay, there wasn't anything I had to white out in this area, so I may leave that blank, or I may decide to come in and cover it with another strip of washi. I'm not used to taking my date header all the way to the edge, but because of that design, I'm going to go really close. I think this will work out if I bring it a little bit farther to the right side of the page than I usually do. The days of the week are a little bit over to the right, but they still line up okay. Do you see what I did? I knew something was off. Then we have a strip of washi for the bottom of the page, which we could use up here, but I don't think I need it. No. The bottom, I think, will be better. The nicest thing, my dad just came by to bring me a Starbucks. He's so good about that. And when I was getting ready for my students' piano recital at the end of last month, he was bringing me Starbucks every day. That was just the sweetest thing. Thanks, Dad. This is a November page, so I want to turn it into June, and I need to get rid of all of these holidays. I don't have a kit for the June spread in my A5 daily. So would you guys like to see a sticker tutorial for making a kit for the A5 monthly? Let me know. I know some of you enjoyed the sticker kit that we made for the weekly in the A5. So I'm assuming that there is probably some interest in a monthly. Cute deco box here. And instead of using it for one of the days of the month, I think I will just use it to block off the last day of May so we see a clear beginning for June. And look, that is perfect. Saray, oh my goodness, your sizing is perfect. Whenever I do these little date dots or number covers, I like to use tweezers because my fingers are just kind of clumsy with tiny stickers. I don't know about you. And I will go ahead in a second and put this on time lapse, but I just wanted to show you. I picked this up from someone else where you can just kind of gather a bunch of the stickers that you're going to use when you have something kind of tedious to do, and that speeds up the process. Also, these tweezers, I don't know where I got them. I think they were actually in a tools kit for my Cricut, and it looks like the brand is C. Gill, but I'm not really positive. And they're the kind of tweezers that you actually push to open them, and when you release, they close. So I like these a little bit better than the usual tweezers, but I mean, these work fine also. So inadvertently, I filmed the last two clips with time lapse, and what I meant to say in normal speed was that at the beginning of the month, I like to pull out one of these cards from my Erin Condren calendar desk easel that just comes with 12 cards that are really beautiful, one for each month, obviously, and they come on a clear acrylic easel, and you just set it on your desk. And I take some of the clear date circle stickers from Erin Condren and place them on my paydays before I start the month. And then I leave this on my desk as a quick reference to what day it is, and also to keep me aware of whether or not it's pay week or not. And then the other thing that I did on time lapse was placed my payday stickers from the kit. And all I said was that I wanted to use bright colors that were sort of the complementary ones to the green that is the kind of main color. I really like these. This is my first Saray Plans monthly kit, so this is really nice. So far, I'm loving all of it. This month, it's my second grade teacher's birthday. You heard me. So my second grade teacher is still alive. That's phenomenal because I'm really old. So my second grade teacher is important because my husband also had the same teacher for second grade. And that's the only teacher that we have in common, even though we grew up in the same town. And so we have kept touch with her. Her name is Miss Hash. She never married, and she is a dear. She sometimes, to this day, will come and visit us and bring us some fudge or send us a card. She's just precious, a wonderful person. So I want to make sure I commemorate her birthday here. She's going to be, let's see how old, 92 years old. She's going to be 92 years old. So I want to make sure that I send her a card and maybe give her a call, something. I pulled out 3 markers that match this color scheme. So the ones that I think match this one the best are Kelly Green, Gold, and Fuchsia. And these are from the Colorful Fine Tip Marker collection. The labels don't come on them. I just added labels so I could keep it straight. But the color names are on the box here. And these are in order. And if you don't put labels on them, you could just keep them in order. And then you'll know what the names of the colors are. actually quite a lot going on this month, and one of the things I'm most excited about is that I will get to see my brother who lives in California, and he's coming in for a nice visit, and he's going to take my mom on a cross-country road trip with my niece, and they are all so excited. So I want to just mark out this week with washi tape and then write on top of it. And a little trick, if you're working with washi tape and you want to write on it, you can use a permanent marker, but you can also use your wet erase markers and they will probably work just as well. I do have a green one, so I could stick with my color scheme. This is a wet erase marker from Erin Condren, but any wet erase marker or permanent marker would work on your washi tape. This is why doing a monthly overview is so important. I realize now that with my brother being in town that week, I am not going to accomplish this goal by that date. So that's an unrealistic goal or a deadline for me to give myself. I will just move that to the following week. And so this can be changed, but it's giving me kind of the roadmap that I need for when I go into my weekly planning. I want to do something a little bit different this week. Normally, I choose my memory verses for the week on Saturdays. But what I would like to do is sort of choose my memory verses for this entire month now. So I'm going to just get out my Bible and kind of see what jumps out at me as appropriate memory verses or maybe helpful memory verses for this time of the year. Okay, now that took me some time because I wanted to just not be random about my verses, and I wanted to have 2 from the New Testament and 2 from the Old Testament. And I haven't done Proverbs maybe at all, I'm not sure. So I ended up choosing the 4 verses for the month, and I set some goals. And I will leave this June goodness little spot open to write a few highlights, and I'll add to collabs as those come up. But the collab that I'm really looking forward to right now is this one. On June the 8th, I'm going to do an IG Live with Sarah Klein, who is Plan with Ronald. And you guys, we have some great questions from some of you lined up, and we are going to have so much fun talking planners and other just fun stuff. And that will be on my Instagram channel at noon Eastern time. And I hope you can join us for that. And so I think I will go ahead and put this back in my binder and add to this as I need to, but I think this is good for now. That's going to do it, and links for all of the items that I'm using in my planning will be in the video description. I really thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.